This is a brief tutorial on TimeBlock at www.timeblock.com. TimeBlock is a social media website that allows users to do a few things. One, it allows a user to sell their skills in the form of services to people that might want to buy them, like a tutor or a music lesson teacher or a business consultant or a, a receptionist. A whole lot of different things can be done via TimeBlock, and TimeBlock also allows people to go online and purchase the services for various projects that they might have or services that they may need. And the cool thing about TimeBlock is that it's instant gratification. If you're online looking for money, you have a service that somebody's willing to buy, they can buy that service instantly. You can get paid instantly, right away. I might get into that a little bit later, show you how it goes. But TimeBlock allows you to post jobs for upcoming projects that you may have, or so forth and so on. It also allows you to search jobs for jobs that have already been created that somebody's looking to hire somebody for. And so whether you are the buyer or the seller, whether you are the person looking for work to be done or you're the worker yourself, you can find it all here on TimeBlock. The cool thing about TimeBlock is, like I said, you get paid instantly, and you're not limited to your neighborhood or to your state or to your country. If you can communicate and get business done and have people work for you, you can do it all here on TimeBlock live, online. You can upload and share documents, videos, music, drawings, CAD files, if you're an architect or a designer, and the list goes on. Basically anything you can think of. But anyway, and to get started, you have to sign up first. So you click sign up, the sign up button up there at the top right of your screen, and that'll go ahead and get the ball rolling. So let's check it out. Alright, sign up. You got your name, your username, your email, your password, verify your password, then the CAPTCHA that you fill out to make sure we keep those bots out of the site. So you fill all that out, you sign up, you upload your picture, you do everything, and then you're in TimeBlock. And from there, we'll take it from your profile page, so that's where we'll pick back up. Okay, so here we are at the profile page. This is your first initial profile page. To your left, you'll see your toolbar, which consists of things that will redirect you to your service profile, to your request and confirmation, to edit your profile, to your messages, to your conferences, to your associates, to your groups, to your photos, videos, and your events. To the far right, you'll see your calendar, which helps you track the days and which days it is. It's always up to date, and it also tracks and keeps your appointments or consultations that you have scheduled. And then you have your instant conference tab where your friends or buddies can see you online and click instant conference, drag you into a conference and talk to you about something if they choose to, if they don't want to just text you or chat with you. Then you see your associates down at the bottom and your events, and then you see your about me, and then in the middle you just have your standard wall where you can basically write your updates or chat with friends or just notify people of anything that's going on in your life. Alright, so now we're going to take it on and we're going to move over to the toolbar to the left here, and I'm going to show you how those features work. The first is go to service profile. So we're going to go to service profile. So we go to service profile, and as you see, you still have your toolbar on the left hand side, but it's changed up a little bit. And you see it's no longer your personal profile, it's whatever your service name that you created is. And then you still have your calendar, you have your request and confirmation, you have your messages, you have your projects now for all the projects that you've put up. And this is basically if you're looking for people to do work and you post projects for people to work for you. And then you have your conferences, and then you have your service ratings, managed payments, and back to personal profile. By the way, in my projects, it has both. It has whether you're hiring or whether it's a job that you bid on. You can see what you bid on, whether it was awarded to you or not. But it allows you to do both. And TimeBlock works for both users, the buyer and the seller. And you can be both. You can be the buyer and the seller. So it just depends on what you're doing, what your aim is. Are you trying to make money, or are you trying to hire somebody to do a job for you at an affordable rate? Nonetheless, over in the middle area here, you have your edit your service profile, edit your service pictures, edit your service messages, your service projects. You can post the project, your service projects. You can search projects, or you can go to your bids where you bid on projects. And this here is deposit your funds, which will redirect you to PayPal to deposit your funds. All these three right here will all direct you to PayPal, so you can go ahead and do whatever it is that you need to do. Transaction history just shows you whatever you've purchased or whatever you've been paid. And all TimeBlock employees are 1099, so they're responsible for their own taxes. Essentially, it's almost like owning your own little business. But there's no startup cost or anything absurd. TimeBlock's totally free, and the only time you ever pay anything is when you make money, or if you have a subscription because you go over the allotted amount of time that we give you, which is, by the way, 2 hours per day of free conferencing. If you exceed that 2 hours, then it's a dollar for each additional hour of conferencing. Or you can just buy a package for $10 that allows you to conference endlessly, as much as you want for unlimited. It's per month, $10.99 per month. So we can make that recurring. But then you go into service profile, and you can see create services, which is this tab right here. That's the tab that allows you to create a new service. And then after you create the service, you'll have a service card that looks like this. See, it says Tutor 1, tells you who it's from, whatever, all that good stuff, and you can edit it here on your service profile, which you cannot do anywhere else. Anyway, I guess we can go into my conferences. Alright, so we go into my conferences, and you have a lot of different conferences. You have consultancy, then you have group conference, then you have one-on-one. You can record video, and you can also save recorded conferences. So you can actually record the conferences that you're doing and getting paid for, so you can reference them later or just use them as documentation. But anyway, and let's just go into a room, and and when you create your rooms, like I said, you have 2 hours of free conferencing every day, so you can just kind of invite friends in and chat with them, or do whatever it is that you really want to do if you want to do it. And you can just stay in touch with people that way. You can invite as many people as you want into your room. I think it's up to 100 people in a room. And just to let you know, I'm doing this all off internet air card, 4G air card. So it's pretty impressive to see the way that things work, and that you see I'm waving, but it's really incredible the way it works, and it flows really good. And that's just one of the conferences. Just wanted to take you into it and show you how that goes. We're gonna click go back to profile here. And we're gonna go back to the profile. Alright, so we're back to our profile page, and that's basically the gist of it. Now what I'm going to show you next is how to sell a service, and how it works, and how easy it is. Okay, so now as you can see, I'm logged in under two profiles. This is the Test BD, and the other account is Bri, which is my personal account. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and search services and show you how to actually purchase a service. So we're going to go over here to search services, and we're going to search. You can search by year, by month, by week, or by the day. I'm going to just search the day and see what they have on here. Alright, we have Tutor 1 by Brian, and Brian's graphic designing services. So I'm just going to click the instant service icon right there to the right. Alright, and it says success. It says success. A notification has been sent to the service provider successfully. So, alright, from there, I'm just gonna go over and show you what happens next. Okay, now I'm back to the Brian profile, and as you can see, Brian's profile, we scroll down to the bottom right hand corner, and we have a message. It says notification has been sent, service by Test BD. So by me accepting this, it's going to launch us into a 5-minute pre-conference, and that's what I want to do. So I'm going to go down here and accept. Now, as you can see, we're getting transferred into the conference, and voila, here we are. I'm in the conference here, and you can see me pretty good, and you can see we're in a conference room. You can hear the feedback. So I'm just gonna start right here and accept on the other end, so you can see what it looks like when both parties accept the conference. Okay, now I'm just gonna click select allow and allow to allow the camera permissions, and voila, there you have. You see both parties in the conference. And by the way, the conference screens can be dragged to resize. You can move them around, and you can fit up to about 100 people in these conferences. You can also upload and share documentation that you have here. You just click it and it'll pop up in another window. I have my pop-up blocker on, so I have to take that off in order to allow it to do so. But it allows you to exchange all different sorts of files and documents and so forth while conferencing. Now this is just the pre-conference. As you see, the 108 seconds, and that's your time that you have to decide and discuss with the person whether or not they have the services that are for you. If they don't, you just basically keep it moving and go back to search services right there at the top, right at the bottom, or you can select the top one that says purchase now. If you select purchase now, you'll be directed to PayPal, where you pay the service provider for the services that they're about to give you. It's really simple, it's really easy, just watch. Alright, I've talked to this person and I decided that I want to buy their services. So we're just gonna go up to purchase now and select purchase now. Now, we left the conference, but the other person's on the conference waiting, and you have to make sure that you tell them, hey, I'm going to buy your service. No, I'm not going to buy your service. And just so they know, they're not sitting there waiting for you and you never come. So let's go ahead and pay this payment for the service that we want. And we're gonna log in. So you log into PayPal, and by the way, there's a time block 3% fee, which every user will be charged for their services, and that's how we make our money. But we're only taking 3%, and basically you do lose 6% of what you make, but still 94% ain't bad at all, considering that there's no startup cost or anything of the sort involved. You just pay when you make money. So we're going to pay. Alright. Now you're going to be redirected back into the conference automatically. You don't have to do anything. Ta-da. You go right back into the conference. You allow the camera permissions again. If you didn't remember them, I suggest you don't ever let it remember them, but that's your call. And you're back in the conference, and as you see, there's no more time. It's for the allotted amount of time for the service that the service was scheduled for. So if it's 30 minutes, you're in here for 30 minutes. If it's an hour, it's an hour. If it's 2 hours, it's 2 hours. It's whatever you agree upon. But as long as the person pays, and you make money immediately. So this person just got paid for a service that they're about to provide. And now they're providing the actual service. And as you can see over here on the service provider screen, they don't really have anything because they're providing the service. So, and they'll know when the time's up or when they're finished, and everything's good and everybody gets paid. Then when you're finished, you can just exit out, and that's the gist of it. After you're done, the person that paid gets to go back and rate the service provider, and and then write a review if they liked it or not. That's if they did what they were supposed to do. And basically, you can't rate anybody unless you purchase their service. So if somebody has really low ratings, you don't want to use them. If they have really high ratings, you might want to use them. But that's basically the gist of that, and that's how you make money in one aspect of Time Block. I'll be back to show you the rest later.